I'm hoping I can get a big snook for you guys. Really want to get a big snook. We're on a big snook mission today. It's a big snook. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. What is happening? What is happening right now? That is a 30-inch snook. Guys, that's what we've been after. There's no way we land this fish. I'm sorry, guys. Guys, look at that fish, man. Something tells me we're just getting started, man. Something tells me we are just getting started. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another video. I mean, this is probably the most excited I've been in a minute to be fishing. I mean, it is just a perfect day. A little bit breezy, but nothing that we can't handle. But awesome day. I actually dropped in up here towards Matlacha a little bit, so a little bit of a run towards me. I love fishing this area. Last time I fished here, it was an awesome day, and you guys saw that one. But today, gonna start it off with no other than the 3-inch skitter walk. This is the Rapala skitter walk 3-inch, and I think it's gonna do some damage this morning. We're gonna throw that around. I mean, I see head wakes, fish blowing up and stuff all over this morning, so we're gonna give this its fair shot, and then we're gonna work into some gulps, some swim baits, whatever else works. But the goal for today is a big fish. I'm hoping I can get a big snook for you guys. Really want to get a big snook, and I think it's gonna happen. But anyways, appreciate you guys, appreciate the support. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe, check out some of the other videos. But with that being said, let's get fishing. I'll see you guys when we're on the first fish. I mean, look at this. It's just perfect, perfectly clear bottom, oystery bottom, beautiful. Like, you cannot get better than this. Yeah, I mean, if I could get one massive snook blow up, I would be extremely happy. Big fish on it. Come on. Dang. I casted it and something shot out for it. Missed it. I don't think it was as big as I thought. There's a big oyster bar that sits right here. Gets super shallow. You can see it's literally inches of water. Gotta be a fish sitting on there. Wow, I just messed that one up. That was a decent snook. Let's get that back in there. You might still be looking for it. These fish just keep missing it. That looked like a decent one too. Oh, that was a decent snook. Dang it. He wasn't anything crazy, but he was probably mid-20s. Let's go though. Starting to get some pretty good action. That was a big fish. That was a big fish. I need to stop playing on that film already. That one hurts. That was biggest fish of the day easily. That thing was... I mean, I came up there, he boiled on it, and it looked big. Then when I got up there, I looked at that, where he was. It was a big, something big spooked, you know what I mean? Unfortunate. My line kind of landed on a big fish. Look at that redfish. Are you kidding me, man? That was a stud redfish. He came up right to the boat. Guys, that redfish missed it and then came right up to the boat. He was an upper slot redfish. Alright, with that being said, I have to retie. I'm going to retie real quick and we're going to get back on it. Actually, before I spook everything, I have this NLBN on. I'm going to toss this around a couple times. Guys, there's so many big fish. I think for right now, I'm just going to cruise this NLBN because there's just, I mean, every cast. I'm just sitting here and these fish are spooking around me. I do want to rig back up topwater, but let me just see what happens with this for a couple casts. Big snook, guys. He shook it. He shook it. Guys, this area is insane. That was a slot snook. That was a big snook, massive snook. This is insane. That snook was a tank. There's no way I was landing it. It took me around this corner. Oh my goodness. This is absurd. Alright, let's tighten my drag a little bit. That was another big fish. This one's not a stud. Still a fish though. Not a bad guy right there. Look at him. Guys, these fish back here are chewing. I mean, he's a fat snook. Guys, I mean, I really want to throw topwater, but like, you just can't. I mean, I literally have taken 10 casts with this thing, and I think on 5 of them I've hooked one, including a big snook. Like, I just can't. It's hard to justify throwing topwater. For right now, we're gonna leave this swim bait on. It is absolutely insane right now how good this thing's working. Like every cast I'm hooking into something big. I just feel like literally every cast I'm gonna hook into a 40-inch snook. Like that's how insane this spot is feeling right now. After all those big fish I just saw. Alright guys, so a little quick update. We're still in topwater. Sun's starting to come up a little bit, and my topwater snapped off, right? I had a big redfish trail it snapped off. After that I cast it in a tree. So I started throwing swim baits. Like first cast with the swim bait, hooked a mid-30s snook. He jumped, got off, shook it, and I don't know. I'm really liking how this is feeling. I'm gonna throw it around for a little longer, see what happens. May go back to topwater, but probably not. Good thing is though, is there's some massive fish around here, guys. All these fish are up in the mangroves. These fish are all like literally touching the bank in these mangrove lines. It's tough to get your bait up there too. Alright, glasses have been equipped. It's about that time of day. Coming up to another creek mouth right here, at least a little indent. That's a decent little snook right there. Oh, he's off. He came jumping out of the water, man. I'll tell you what, these jig heads are worth it. They are, I mean, I would 100% be on like my 4th bait right now. The NLB on jig heads, they really do help it stay on there and not get beat up. With us not getting as many hits lately, it's starting to make me really wish I got a hook stuck in that big snook earlier. Look at that snook. He literally came out from like 10 feet away from the hook. That is crazy. Big fish on it. That redfish followed it for 10 feet. Guys, I might have to switch for a gulp. That redfish, I mean, he just followed it for... That was a low 20s redfish. He just followed it from the bank all the way to the boat. Just never committed to it. Whew, that's tough. Maybe we don't switch. It's a decent little snook right there. And then it'll be on 3-inch. Beautiful little snook right there. He's fat. I would say the 2 snook we've caught so far, super fat fish. I bet if we get a big one, like a slot snook or bigger, I bet he is a absolute monster in terms of some girth to him. It's so cool in this clear water. You can just see him come up and slam it. It's a good little snook right there, guys. Oh my goodness. Guys, these NLBN jig heads, I don't think they have the best hooks on them. I mean, you hear me setting the hooks into these fish. That is the like 4th or 5th fish that's gotten off, including the big like 30-inch snook. It's a better one right there, guys. Guys, this mangrove line is loaded with snook. He's nothing crazy, but he's definitely a nice little snook. Look at that. Nice little, probably on the NLBN 3-inch. I love this jig head with this color. Fat little snook, low 20s. I mean, guys, I don't know if you guys can tell. I hold these snook and it is like holding a freaking football, man. These things are so fat. They're eating so good. And as you guys can tell, they are loving this swim bait. I got a hook in that one. Been struggling trying to hook these fish. Alrighty, guys, we are re-rigged. And I am excited. I mean, it is just every cast right here on this line. I'm casting the shade. What's nice is every snook is like at least somewhat respectable. Like lately, a lot of the snook I've been getting are just little dinks, like literally 15 inches. And some of these are like closer to 20, but they're fat, they're fighting hard. That's why I feel like we're gonna stick it into a big one here sometime. I mean, we already have. We stuck it into a stud earlier. We just gotta do it again. Better fish. Nice redfish right there. Guys, I am done. I am done. Are you kidding me? Am I doing something wrong here? That was a low to mid 20s redfish. And I mean, these hooks are just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If that happens again, I might have to just throw on a Z-Man, because this is getting ridiculous. I mean, like, that is unreal. I've missed so many big fish. I'm sticking it to these fish. I mean, maybe this rod isn't thick enough. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, all I'm saying is I've never had issues sticking fish with swim baits, but I'm using the NLBN jig heads now instead of the regular Z-Mans that I usually use. Whether it's me or the bait, this is unacceptable. I can't be missing these fish. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it has just been a very frustrating morning. Top water was all right. Had some nice fish come up on the top water. Either just not commit to it or just miss it. And then with this swim bait, I mean, I don't know what's been going on, but I'm throwing this 1/8 ounce NLBN with the NLBN jig head. And I mean, it is a beautiful bait. I love it. I mean, it is, and as you guys can see, it is working a bunch. I mean, lost a nice low 30s to mid 30s snook. Some nice redfish, snook, caught some snook, but like, I don't know what's been going on, but we've been missing a good amount of hook sets, and that usually doesn't happen. And I mean, I tightened my drag earlier because I was like, oh, maybe, you know, when I set the hook into that big snook, some more drag than I would have liked came out. So I tightened my drag. It is honestly tighter than I usually have it. And it is just, it's not that, it's been weird. Nice snook. There's no way we land this fish. I'm sorry, guys. He's got me all up in there. I don't know how big he is. I think he's a really big fish. I don't know if it's a snook or a redfish. Oh, that's a nice snook. You got him out. That's a nice snook. You gotta grab him. Got him. Guys, hard work pays off. Look at that. Look at that fish. That fight was epic. Guys, look at that fish, man. Perfect hook set. Look at that. Guys, that's what we've been after for a minute on this channel right there. Big boy. And like I said, he may not have the most length. He's probably a low 30 snook. He is fat, guys. You can see that. These fish here, up here towards this Matlacha area, they eat, and they eat well. 32-inch snook, guys. 32-inch snook. Awesome fish. Look at that mouth. Beautiful snook right there, guys. Awesome snook. Beautiful tail. There he goes. Guys, that's what we've been after. Something tells me we're just getting started, man. Something tells me we are just getting started. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was an absurd fight. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I landed that. Look at this leader. Look at that leader. Unreal. He had me in Narnia underneath the mangroves, man. Literally, I mean, when I hooked him, I literally said sorry to you guys. I was like, yeah, guys, I mean, I know you guys want me to catch some fish. That's why you're watching this video, but I don't think this one's happening. But that's when you need some good tackle, guys. And I'm telling you, I was a big believer, or not a big believer. I just like throwing 10-pound braid for the casting distance and all that. But, I mean, 15-pound braid is the way to go, man. You still get good casting distance, and that extra abrasion resistance is just crucial. Awesome fish right there. I mean, that's just one of those fish that, like, we kind of deserved, you know what I mean? It's like, I've been fishing super hard lately for you guys, and I just have not found many big snook. I think it's the area. I mean, it could be the area. I think there's a lot more big snook up here towards this area. I mean, I love fishing this area up here, man. Look at that. I mean, that is a beautiful bait. But guys, enough talking. I'm going to retie, and let's go get on another big snook. That's what we're on. We're on a big snook mission today. Big little snook. And he's off. Alrighty guys, so we're tucking up into this creek. We got water pouring in here, and honestly, I'm really liking how this looks. We got a flat right here. Wow, look at that shark up there. Jeez. Thing's a big one. Coming right towards us. Look at that guy, bull shark right there. Oh, he's in the trees. That was a decent lookout right there. Look at that, guys. There's a fly. Someone's fly fishing back here. Alright, it's gonna be rough right here. Little snook right there. Got him. Look at that, guys. That is absurd. That is absurd. That is absurd. That's a decent snook too. That is unreal. If you guys like watching creek content, you can't get much better than that. Look at where we're fishing right now. I literally saw him, cast it, and he just ate it right at the boat. Onward. It's a big snook. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. What is happening? What is happening right now? That is a 30-inch snook. Oh no. Oh no. What is happening? Good gosh. That eat was insane. I mean, this is a tank. Good gosh, dude. Good gosh. In this creek is unreal. Look at that snook. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let me grab you. Got him. Let's go, guys. That's number 2. Number 2 down on the snook mission. Number 2 down on the snook mission, baby. Baby. Perfect hook set right there. Guys, that's got to be slot, maybe low, maybe high 20s, 30-inch. Fat snook right there, guys. Fat snook. That eat was insane. He ate it. I missed him. That was like a wet East Coast eat, man. Let's let this guy go. Dark colors, nice tail. There he goes. I mean, guys, it doesn't. If you tell me it gets better than that, I'd say you're lying. I just watched that guy eat that fish, or eat that bait. Literally just destroyed it right in front of me. I do not mess with spiders. That does not look fun right there. There's no way there's not a spider on my face or something right now, dude. Alrighty, guys, quick update. I mean, I just caught that 28. I just caught that 28. And, I mean, that's 2 slot snook. I mean, just awesome day so far. I really wanted to make this a big snook mission. And so far, it's looking like it. This is just awesome. This creek here is super cool. We have a really nice incoming tide. It's super shallow. And I think there's some big fish back in here. I mean, I just caught a nice snook, obviously. Seen some decent ones. I'm looking for that stud. Let's say that's going to end the road. I see a lot of stuff that looks hard to get through, and there's no bay out there. I just see more creeks, which just does not sound awesome to go through right now. So we're gonna head out of here. All right, so game plan now is we're just gonna head out of here as quick as we can, go back and fish the main bay and see what happens. It's starting to get a little more light out. It's about 10:30 right now. See, it's weird. Today time's flying. Last time I was fishing, last video, time was going by super slow, but today it's honestly moving. Probably gonna fish till like 12-ish. Hopefully go get another big snook. If I could get one more big snook, I'd be very happy. But already we've had an awesome day. Cannot complain about that. So yeah, I can't overemphasize how awesome that snook eat was. You guys probably didn't see it. He hit it and like swirled on it, and then I basically was just barely, I was almost just moving my rod tip, and he came up and crushed it again. Big redfish was just online. I saw his orange body. Such a shame. Back to what I was saying. That just goes, you guys can never assume it's a small fish. I just saw that redfish. He was a nice redfish. Came up right behind the bait, barely tapped it. I would have thought it was like a needlefish if I didn't see him. Nice snook. Wow, look at that. Nice snook. He came completely out of the water. He's nothing crazy, but he's definitely a good snook. That eat was so sick, man. I have had some of the coolest eats I've ever seen. Nice snook right there, guys. Once again, fat as can be. 24-inch snook. Can't complain about that. That's when they start getting decent for me. He has a big head. He's gonna be a big snook one day. Let's get him back in the water. Thought it was a redfish. Dude, when he hit that, he literally came completely out of the water. It was unreal. Yeah, guys, that was an awesome snook. 24 is when they start getting good size. They get some meat on him. He is I mean, that guy was fat, man. I think my GoPro in the back was honestly off, so I don't know if you guys saw him, but he was a pretty fish. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna go to the next spot. Let's keep working our way back to the ramp. It's about 12 o'clock. Yeah, time has just flew by today, and I guess the time flies when you're having fun. Last time I fished, it was kind of a struggle until later. But yeah, I mean, I think that's true because time is flying, and I'm definitely having a blast. We're catching snook after snook. But anyways, all right, I'll see you guys later at the next spot. Alrighty, guys, well, I was just cruising, and I saw some sandy, like a sandy shoreline, and kind of just cruised along it with the motor real quick, and sure enough, saw some nice fish cruising. So I'm gonna try see if we can sight cast some fish. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's just a sandy shoreline, and I saw some good fish cruising. We'll take some blind casts, see if we see anything cruising. We'll take some sight casts, but it'll be a fun time. It's a nice fish right there. Big snook. We're gonna bring it right in front of his face. Got him. Yep, big snook. Oh my God, that was a massive snook. Oh, guys, that was mid-30s. No, guys, I saw him, dark snook, cruising this beach. Guys, am I crazy or do these jig heads stink, dude? That is unreal how many snook I have missed on this jig head. That thing was mid-30s. He didn't have much places to run. We would have been able to catch him. Oh my goodness. That was that was sick though. I mean, that was sick. These NLBNs are crazy good baits. Oh, that's sickening. That is sickening right there, guys. I am sick to my stomach. You guys saw him too. He came completely out of the water to shake that hook. That's the second snook today around that size that came out of the water to shake the hook. Perfect cast, perfect retrieve, and he wanted it. Just shook the hook. Can't get them all. I mean, guys, that is just enough to make a grown man cry. I'll tell you what though, we are on the big snook. I mean, that is just, I mean, I've caught in 2 slots, missed 2 more slots. That one might have been over slot. He destroyed it too. There's a nice redfish right there. Yeah, guys, I really like this shoreline right here, man. Yeah, let me know down in the comments if I'm crazy or if you guys have experienced the same thing. I mean, maybe I'm just very unlucky today. That's also a very good possibility. But I just think it's kind of crazy. I mean, like a bunch of fish have gotten off. It usually doesn't really happen. There's a nice fish right there. I think it's a redfish. Oh, it's a nice redfish. There's some big fish up there. Big fish up there. Big school of snook, I believe. All right, we gotta be strategic with this one, boys. All right, I just had a stud come out and follow it. Yeah, I see some mold. I think those snook and reds took off. The first time I casted it up there, man, I had a snook or something trailed out hard. Alrighty, guys. We are gonna keep moving. Honestly, after that, I might go look for some more flat areas like that have some sand, because that was pretty epic right there. I mean, that sight casting that snook, I wish I could have stuck him, obviously, but I mean, he did a full airborne and that thing was a stud snook, but it was awesome. Anyways, I want to do that again, so I'm gonna go try to find another area. I'll see you guys when we're there. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's gonna wrap up the day for us today. Awesome day. I mean, I really wanted to, I was heading in today with the goal to get a big snook, and we got one. It was a 33-inch snook, awesome fish, and it's a shame to say this, but we missed 2 that were bigger for sure. The early one, that thing was a stud, probably 33, 34 range, and then that last one, I think he might have been 34, 35, sight casted them too. Would have been awesome, but you know, sometimes it doesn't work out your way, you know what I mean? But yeah, awesome day. Really appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that sub button and hit the like button, because I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to start fishing this area a lot more. It's beautiful up here, and kind of expand the range of where we fish, but hopefully catch some big fish while doing it. But anyways, I'm going to get back to the ramp. I'll see you guys, and God bless. Peace out.